Uh, when I start to read chapter 22, I don't feel comfortable, or I feel like it's really cold. Why? Uh, the reason is when people call Abraham the father of the faith, right? I'd rather call him a total lunatic, a total, yeah, he's a total lunatic. He has no love, no feeling towards his son, towards his wife, towards his towards Hagar. He has no love to people surrounding him. Yeah, I really don't like him at this moment. Think about it. You allow your wife, you give up your wife to sleep with somebody else, to survive, to gain property. I totally despise it. Look low, really look low. And this time, Hagar, she gave a son to him, and God already sent a messenger, say, okay, that's your son, your offspring, right? He's still not valued. Just get out. Just you get the water, you get a pancake, then you know what? Help yourself in the desert. That's he. That's him. And right now, God told him, said, okay, yeah, uh, take your son. And this time, I think Isaac is about 25 years old, right? Ancient time, they, before they marry or before they totally go independent, probably they still call themselves child. So Abraham loved him and still bring him everywhere. And God said, sacrifice him. Well, I think the habit, to sacrifice human, sacrifice infant, those kind of habits actually existed long time. So people use animal, use human to sacrifice them to God. It's very normal. It's very normal back that time. So Abraham has no hesitation. I don't understand. Uh, those religion lunatic always say, oh, because he loved God so much, so he sacrificed his son. You know what? That's totally against the eternity, the concept, totally against the live forever, the concept, the will we want to be. Think about it. If you have no love to your surrounding, nothing you will put in your mind, only thing you love God, what's the point to live forever? You don't love smoke, you don't love drink, you don't love women, you don't love gambling. What's the point to live for? Right? So that's why, yeah, that's basically what I see. Abraham is God told him do what? Okay, I'm doing it. And the wife, sure, somebody go use it. And as long as I can use it, you know, my son, even the child is born with somebody else, right? But still he's a blood, his offspring. Oh yeah, go to the desert. You can try be a mummy. Yeah, that's it. And his son, only child. Well, he put the wood over the kids on the body. So I'm just like think, what kind of human being, what kind of Abraham, what kind of mind in his mind? Really don't understand. Really. Yeah. And this time, what Isaac do? Isaac didn't like struggle, just like a sheep, just like sheep. And the religion always say, oh, he's another representative of the Jesus or pure lamb, a lamb, another symbolic meaning. No, I don't. Put yourself into that situation. Would you sacrifice everything? I can sacrifice my money, my house, something, but would you just put your son, yourself, your own hand, burn it? Well, the religion person say, oh, that's because he's so great. He's so great. He's so faithful. So he can do it with his own hand. I rather call it cold-blooded. It's really cold-blooded. And when you have something extremely exceeded your human supposed to be I have to question. I have to question Abraham. Yeah. Also, I have to question Isaac, because what kind of education back that time? People has no struggle, no anger, no sad. Yeah, that bring me back. Another thing is the Hagar story. You know, right now, I don't know what happens when everything getting complicated, when education, whatever, people learn more and more. So think about it. When I or when you sense the danger, what are you gonna do? I'm gonna find a way to fight, right? So if the big wife gonna kick the second one out, the second one might poison the big one, kill the big one, or even devastatingly burn down everything, right? If the master's not fear at me, I would do the same thing. I would take down the master. I would rebel. I would be the king. Yeah. And if something unfair, something gonna face danger, I will stand out. I will find a way to survive. So I just realized Asian time is total different. The total different culture, total different environment. People kind of like a sheep. They have there's no idea, no thoughts within them to start to start to fight, start to rebel, start to save themselves. So I don't know when this kind of things start, because just can't imagine these kind of life. You live like a sheep, like just when knife to over your head, you just let it do it. Is that possible? A fallen angel bring it, or is that possible the earth bring it? Bring that kind of put the seeds within our mind. Yeah, I need to do some research to find out. It's very interesting. Yeah, probably I would say probably that's one of the reasons God want to destroy everything. Use the flood, because when he noticed the killing and the corruption, people's no concept, zero concept to against those kind of brutal force or cruel control. Yes, I think that it's very interesting. Very interesting. Who's giving that seed to us? That's just part one. I need to keep looking. Yeah, I keep asking and I keep looking for when humans start to have their own image, or they realize they are the center of the world, right? Because when I read the Bible, until the moment Abraham tried to use his only son as a sacrifice, I feel like really don't understand. None of them kind of made one question. So I back to the criteria we talk about heaven, fallen angel, and the earth. I think in here, I try to put myself into the Abraham the role, right? Will he react to the request, the God request? Okay, you put your son as a sacrifice. What kind of reaction he will have? What kind of emotional reaction he will have? Looks like here he has nothing. He has nothing. I look back all his life, right? All his life. There is nothing, no emotional things. Only one, I think, one action maybe he's a little bit kind of like a impulsive, or he showed a little emotional things, which is when those 5 kings rebelling and Lot was captured. So he led all his a special force, take everything back, and that's kind of like a little impulsive. Also, another thing is he lied. He lied to those, the king of Melchizedek, right? And because those property not belong to me. I didn't take anything. Yeah, all those belong to those his alliance. So in here, like most times, just Abraham is a very kind of cold. I would say cold blood or rational, very rational person. That's in my mind, that looks like that's the image. So I would say, is that possible? Is that possible? God is looking for people with more rational gene, because think about it. When Cain killed his brother Abel and act like nothing, right? And God asked him, "What's going on? Where is your brother?" He said, "Well, none of my business. Should I take care of him? I'm not his babysitter, right?" So that kind of character. Same thing, Noah. Noah made everybody, both parties, both like him. But remember, you can't make everybody happy. You gotta be someone not like you. So if you can make everybody happy, gotta be something wrong, right? Something wrong. So maybe his character or his the way of his doing is very cold, very rational. Interesting. So is that possible? God try to preserve that kind of gene, So he's observed. Okay, this person has this kind of gene, and he tested like Noah tested Abraham the gene through all kinds of things. Like God noticed, okay, yeah, he has those genes, and the final test is just the moment, kill your son, right? So he has no doubt he's still can keep calm. Then, you know what? That's the good gene, and the selection made it complete. So I'm gonna keep this gene. I'm gonna bless this tribe. It makes some kind of sense, right? Yeah. But for myself, I highly doubt it, because one point when fallen angel notice this kind of selection, or this kind of the method of God selection, what are they gonna do? They're gonna use emotion. They're gonna make a self stand out. So they're gonna ask us, say, okay, I'm the center, and no, I have to survive. No, I can't do this, or something, right? So it kind of wake up people rebelling, all the self-centered. So I think that's the way fallen angel at this moment, they try to kind of against God, try to break his plan. And what earth will do to this kind of things, they kind of like add a seasoning into it, add a little bit different, the location different, the race different, whatever. So make more diversified, more separate. So earth try to learn the first strategy from heavens, because remember at the very far beginning we talked about God's strategy is separation, always separate water, separate light from darkness, separate everything. So earth use own capacity to add a seasoning into our gene, our body, our recognition of things, to separate us from the race, from ethnic groups, those things. And same thing, fallen angel use the emotional boost, the emotional things, to separate us from the what? From obedience. And I think it's good, because without this, I don't have the talk today, and I don't realize that part. So that make us human more like unique, just because kind of like a three kingdom romance, right? And there is a three big country, they fighting each other and fighting for something, and you are the unique things try to survive between them. It's very interesting. Today is 9/11. It has been 23 years. The 9/11, the 9/11. Can't believe it. Time passed so fast. I still can recall that day vividly. Yeah, interesting. Yeah, let's back to the Abraham and Isaac again, because I put myself back to the situation again and again. You know, firstly, if okay, I ask you to kill a chicken, right? I give you a knife, give you a kitchen knife, ask you to kill a chicken. What are you gonna do? You need to think. You need to, a little scare, little practice, whatever, right? But in here, obviously, Abraham, he has no hesitation. He just, when God told him, okay, sacrifice your son, okay, he just do it. Get all the wood, ask kids carry the wood, and told all the servant, just stay down the mountain. You don't want to go. So he acted so calm, so natural. Also, another thing is, when God asks you to kill your son, right? To sacrifice your son, won't you tell your wife? Do you think a wife should have the right to know it? At the least, give a little notes. But obviously Sarah, she doesn't know it, because Abraham didn't say anything. So if Sarah knew, as a mother, as the kids, Isaac is her joy, laughter, she definitely will try to protect the kids, will act a little sad, make the kids may know it. So in here, kids doesn't know anything about it, right? I think Abraham, his role is a priest, high priest. And the high priest, back at that time, what's their main job? Sacrifice, right? Sacrifice things. And think about it. When God said, okay, sacrifice your son, if you have been sacrificed other people's son, so many, that will have no surprise for him to do the job, right? If you keep chop the chicken, chop the cow, then it will be really surprised. God asks you to what? Kill the son, use a human, right? Because that time, use a human to sacrifice is a very normal thing. I'm talking about normal. Use humans to sacrifice is very normal. And I checked the sacrifice, the ceremony. You have to what? Cut the throat, let the blood out. And you have to open the guts. You have to open the guts. So it's really, really cruel things. And Abraham, he can act so calm. I can imagine this. I just can't imagine this. So that make me really, really think about what is true faith. I highly doubt it. When you call Abraham the father of a faith, no, it's not faith. He just followed. I don't want to be this kind of person. I want to clearly knew what I'm doing, and even I have the doubt, but at least I keep the right to have the doubt, right? At least, but in here, God even didn't give any explanation. Just, okay, use your son as sacrifice, and Abraham kind of okay, sure, let's do it. And just his daily job, cut other people's sons' throat, open their guts. That's the job he's doing. That's what I see the picture, And the kids doesn't know anything. Kids just carry the wood, dig a hole for himself. Yeah, let's keep looking the story. Firstly, I think Abraham, he's a liar. Why? Because when God, right, told him, you sacrifice, right? You sacrifice. So he prepared everything except the Isaac. He prepared all kinds of things. Because when you sacrifice, you need to prepare some kind of incense, some kind of knife, some kind of clothing, all kinds of things, right? So you need to people carry for you, help, water, food. So he walked about 2 days, 3 days to Moriah, that's the mountain. God asked him to do it. Why? I think that's the holy mountain, or they define it as they are like the mountain just for sacrifice. Okay, but when he told the servant, right, we two, that means two, we were back. Just the boy and I, we will go to the mountain to worship, and we were back. Obviously, you sacrifice the boy, you're gonna what? Sacrifice the hair, the nail? No, you're gonna chop you're gonna cut the throat, open the guts, right? And you're gonna burn it. So, how you expect the boy come down with you? We will. Also, he's doing sacrifice. It's not worship. Worship is different. Worship, you just like it's a light level. It's very light. You kneel down. You chanting, or you give some food, whatever. But sacrifice is different level, and that's from Abraham. He's lying, and he doesn't want his kids know. He doesn't want people know what he's gonna do. Right? Why? He sacrificed other people's son before. At this moment, when he tried to sacrifice, I don't know what in his mind. I don't know. Is that one possibility? One possibility, okay. He still think probably it's a test. Or another possibility, that's just my leap. Sarah, right, cannot bear a fruit for 100 years, almost 100 years. Then suddenly got a kid. And when you're old, right, your sperm, the activity is low and hardly to give you a child. So when your wife get a child, what do you think? Is it possible your child? That's a doubt in his mind. So Abraham highly doubted Isaac that's his child. Because think about it, the whole story, even including when Isaac grown up, didn't say Abraham how love Abraham to the child, whatever. There is no interaction. It's very interesting. Not much interaction, and Abraham thought maybe Isaac could be the God or heavens use his wife's womb. So that's not his biological kids. That's just half God, something. So if you ask him to sacrifice, sure, fine. Yeah, it's a time, it's a destiny for the kids, right? It's a time for the kid. Another thing is, what about Isaac? Isaac being his son, being his disciple, basically Abraham is the mentor, right? Isaac he gonna do the high priest job when he grown up. So he learning everything. And what do you think Isaac is stupid? No, Isaac definitely not stupid. Isaac, he can sense. It's very interesting why you don't have any lamb, any goat or whatever with you. And the ways, maybe, sometimes people have sixth sense. So Isaac, I feel, Dad, where is all the other food? Well, we prepare. Everything is fine. So Isaac at this time is what? He's really like nervous. He's really nervous. And because he saw there is another possibility he will be the one, right? Because he experienced those sacrifice before. Other people's kids. So he knew it. And there's another possibility. So when Isaac stack all the wood, stack everything, stack all the woods based upon his shape, his size. He's so scared. But you know what? There's no escape. I don't know. Should I say the way of escape in his the concept? Nothing in his mind. So he just like a lamb, like a silent lamb. And Abraham wrapped him, put him on the stack of wood, and ready to cut his throat. I think in the Bible, I read it a little further. I noticed Isaac, the whole life, didn't talk much about him. Seemingly, he just a bridge, a silent lamb, a bridge, kind of passed Abraham's name or the bloodline. That's all his function. That's what I thought. Isaac probably in a deep depression, very depressed. Father doesn't like me. Father wants to kill me. Father lie on me. Whatever, something. That kind of shock made him living in a depressed life. That's what I feel, But then we turn back. Why? Why God stopped Abraham? Church always says it's a test. Not necessarily wants him to kill. Well, I think there are two reasons. Actually, yeah, indeed, two reasons. One reason is because, firstly, Isaac, the gene, because think about three of angel, right? One maybe witness, one doing the operation, one is helping whatever Sarah to pregnant. In heaven, they don't have much pure human gene left, and you have to the pure those kind of gene left. So every piece of gene is very important. So if you kill Isaac, the gene not passed down, right? And I think the very far beginning is Adam or Eve. That's the gene God used. So when all the God of Son of God came to the earth, and was 100,000 years. Remember 7 kings at the very far beginning? Those genes were contaminated, and people kill each other. So, the earth learned those genes. Earth learned how to manipulate those genes. Earth learned how to against the heavens. So, those several thousand, 100,000 years, right? Those time. Heaven has no progress on the earth. No progress. So God wipe everybody's off. All those settlement, all those previous civilization doesn't really help heaven much. So because what? Because the pure gene, when you die, your blood into the ground and you decompose. All those blood, our flesh, earth learning from that. So the 100,000 years battle, heaven never really gained progress. So I think that's another reason God wipes through everything. But you still have to keep certain gene. From where? From Cain, from Adam. That's the pure gene. I think it passed through women. Because one of Cain's daughter, all the way like a great-granddaughter, she's the important one, Noah's wife. Then right here, Sarah, she's the one passed the gene. So as a male, 90% of your intellectual level came from what? From mother's side. And your physical or your character came from father's side. When God did a selection, I think is He wanted the intellectual parts, the way we analyze things, the way we think, the we recognize everything from mother's side. 90% from the Sarah, and Abraham only character shows what? He's a stubborn, he's a firm, he's a obey, all those character godlike. That's all I think from at this point when God stopped Abraham tried to kill Isaac. That's what I thought. Yeah. So from here we just notice God tried to prevent the earth to learn from that gene, learn from Isaac, the pure blood gene, because when Isaac died, the blood is gonna go to the ground, right? Also, what else gonna work on? Fallen angel, because when Abraham killed Isaac, the moment his mind, his emotion will have a big vulnerable, big hole in there. So fallen angel were easy to jump in, to twist him. So God will lost the whole battle. So on the time he just stopped it. So I think it's very interesting. I may just like use this to make a picture, like a 3 battle or 4 battle picture. I think I'm gonna try to paint in this one. Yeah, today I'm happy. One friend, she pointed me out, there is a book called Septuagint. It's a Greek version of Old Testament, and means 70. And it's actually gives more like original, like translation of the Hebrew Old Testament. In there, actually named Abraham is a pirate. That's very good. I feel like eventually someone listen the video and they do pay attention, and feel happy right now. Yeah, thank you. In here, like when we see the whole sacrifice things, I rather call it it's not a sacrifice, or it's not meant to complete or success. The reason is when we go back the time, right? We see the sacrifice, those like scapegoat, those kind of person will be sacrificed. Usually is they willingly, they knew they will be the one, and so even not some like get a drunk or some get a little drug, making themselves a little like happy, right? So when they face the knife, face the blade, they were not scared. Why? Because we always talk about soul, our soul. When you need a massive of sacrifice, when you kill, people's soul, the soul, last moment, the frequency, it's something related to the frequency. The frequency, it connects to the heaven. So if they're happy, they willingly, heaven will accept, will happily receive your offer. But if they're not happy, if they're scared, if they hate, if they, with that kind of emotion inside before they die, so their wave, their frequency, the brain wave, the frequency, or soul wave, whatever, actually heaven will not like it, and it might just compromise a lot of things. In here, everybody notice 3 days, during the whole 3 days, did Abraham tell Isaac anything about the sacrifice? Anything? No. Did he ask him? No. So Isaac is totally know what's going on. So Isaac actually, when Isaac asked twice, what's going on, Father? So like where's the goat or something? Actually, he's scared. He's scared because he experienced the sacrifice before. He knew without the sheep, he will be the one, right? And because Abraham even let him carry the wood. You have to keep when you sacrifice, you have to keep it clean. Do you think kids carry the wood, climb the mountain will clean? No, hell no. It will be dirty because you will sweat a lot. You might just sit down kneel down, whatever, take a rest. So also think about how much wood to burn a body. It's a lot. Not like 2 trunks. Probably you're looking like about 50, 70 pounds, right? That's a lot of wood on your body. And Isaac is like 25. I think at that time is about around 20, 25 years old. So they call him like child, but he's actually almost adult. So he carried a lot of wood to the mountain, and dusty, sweaty, tired, doubtful, all in his mind, right? At this moment, is he a good sacrifice, a good piece to sacrifice? No, definitely not. You know, people always compare this to the New Testament Jesus, something. No, it's totally different. Jesus is willingly. Even he's dirty, he's tired, he's pain, he's something. But his mind is very peaceful. Yeah, very peaceful. Yeah, that's the destiny I need to go. That's the way I should go. But for Isaac, it's a total different story. Even look same, they both carry the wood, both sweaty, both pain, go to the mountain. But no, Isaac is full of doubt, full of scary. He's not a clean one to be sacrificed. Also, Abraham used the cheating ways. So it's definitely, when you're doing a procedure, it's not legal. It's not a legal sacrifice. That's from the Bible. That's what I got. So I always doubt when church use that's reflects or indicates the Jesus. So no, don't ever just use this, because when you read, when you put yourself into it, when you think carefully, it's not what they talk about. Yeah. Thank you.